Hello, welcome to Mystic Moons. Leo, I just noticed, Leo, that YouTube upgraded something within their interface. All the shorts have like 2 to 3 second clips playing. It looks insane, Leo. It definitely doesn't look appetizing to me. Anyway. Leo, have you ever made a gift? You take a couple of images, not necessarily from a video, but taking a couple of images and then you stagger them into an animation frame. And I did that several times. Well, I have also created animations from scratch, 24 frames. I think there's something interesting to be said, Leo, about when things are in motion as well as when things are still. Just like the power that communications, that visuals have, the arts have, the power of the written word, the power of the image, the power of sound, the power of movement. Those things are often disregarded, but they really are such huge motivators, influencers to what colors are our day or certain time periods that we're going through. Sound, movement, words, and visuals. Anyway, Leo, this is a reading for the Leo collective. Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising. If you have significant Leo energy, this is a reading for you. Leo, if you appreciate my time and energy, do give me a thumbs up. Consider, Leo, supporting the channel Mystic Moons. Become a member. There are benefits, Leo. If you'd like to go and send a tip our way, Leo, that would be always appreciated. And if you feel called to, Leo, check out the other content that's on the channel. I do believe I released, Leo, an astrological short, an astrological note for you a few hours ago. Leo, shall we get into your message? This plant got burned a little bit here, Leo. One moment. Oops. It's odd. Some plants do very well close to the fluorescent light. And this one got a little burned. Thank you for the like. So, let's push that back. Sometimes, Leo, you see things and you're like, I have to take care of that. It's one of the reasons why I have these little plants right up here. The only downside is they dry out really quickly. You have to water them every day. Anyway, Leo, I found a little cat whisker. Must be a mystic Cherokee whisker. Wonder what I will do with that whisker. I guess right now I'll put it in one of the pockets. Shall we start, Leo? I have a Queen of Wands, Leo, with a Page of Pentacles. Opportunity, Leo. Keep sharp, Leo. Things are gravitating towards you, Leo. Very strong energy, Aries energy here, Leo. I do read my queens as cardinals. And with Three of Wands here, there is an opportunity for you to take leadership, Leo. People will come to you when you walk into authority, when you walk in authority, Leo. That's going to start opening up more doors for you. One could also say in this energy, Leo, the more you step almost out of line, Leo, the more, Leo, you follow your own path, the more you state your belief and faith in your own path. Well, people are going to take notice, Leo. Some opportunities are coming its way, Leo. Something will be presented to you. Queen of Wands gets Temperance. Six of Wands, which is Leo energy. Fiery. Very fiery. All right, Leo. Strong fire energy, obviously, all the way around. Strong Sagittarius energy here, Leo. You have a revitalization coming. Something you've been waiting for, something you've been poised for, Leo, is making its way towards you, Leo. The opportunity you've been waiting for, Leo. Leo, interesting the fact that we do have a King and Queen of Wands. We do have soulmate energy here, Leo. Are we talking about a love connection? Well, we're definitely talking about following your life path, soul purpose. And the people, Leo, who accompany you on that, to develop that, to build that. In this energy, Leo, it's almost like to discover that. Somebody coming, Leo, to go and unlock, open up the next door, Leo. Aid in access, Leo, to a corridor that you have for a while, Leo, anticipated going through. Anticipated asserting yourself in. Coming to you soon. Coming to you soon. Not quite here now, soon. So we have a Queen of Wands. And as I said, very strong fire. I have Aries, I have Sagittarius, I have Leo, I have fire. One could say in this energy too, Leo, a test to your strength. Inspiration, Leo. All that watery energy here, Leo, builds up to inspiration. And Leo, I'm going to say that's your biggest magnetizing point right now, to draw the opportunities and the people that you want towards you, Leo. First, Leo, honor, build, grow out. What are your own goals? What are you motivated by? What kind of passion inside of you, Leo, can you wholeheartedly promote and share? Because in this energy, Leo, you can inspire. You can inspire people to consider things, to do things that before they would have thought, Leo, was out of their reach. Ideas and sentiments, Leo, places and the wherewithal to be bold, Leo, be authentic, Leo, in what they want to do. In this energy, Leo, you inspire people to go and take steps they haven't been able to do on their own. Is it by leading by example, Leo, or simply by force of belief? Maybe it's the same thing, Leo, but in here I have inspiration. Very powerful energy, Leo. The things that people thought previously were impossible or closed off to, you remind them, Leo, as long as you don't move towards it, Leo, then it definitely will be something not attained. I was going to take that card, Leo, not necessarily these. Don't worry, Leo, if they want to come out, they will. Seven still wanted to come out here. That other pull with a Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups, and an Ace of Swords. Those three cards that fell out, Leo. With Chariot and the Seven of Wands. Well, we'll get to that in a second. Leo, what I have here is some more water. Literally, Leo, all of your water here, all of your fire here is being clarified by water. All of the passion, enthusiasm, force, will, conviction, inspiration, Leo, is all fueled by where your heart leads, what your heart wants. Honor that, Leo. Does it matter so much, Leo, about the materialistic things you've accumulated or that you're working towards right now, Leo? Because, Leo, if you inspire correctly, you motivate the people to come together to build what needs to be built. Strong air in that pull. And this King of Wands is interesting, Leo. King of Wands is acutely aware of what's lacking. King of Wands in this energy, Leo, is almost like the voice of doubt that prevents one from either taking the major steps that's needed, that you feel that's appropriate, that you want to move towards on. Also, too, King of Wands in this energy, well, it's definitely aware of the gulf of how they'd like things to be and how they are. King of Wands is definitely highly aware, Leo, of the roadblocks that stand in their way. In this energy, Leo, it's almost like being a tad too focused on the negatives of what's lacking as opposed to the opportunity that could be there, Leo, as long as you remove the voice of doubt, Leo. As long as you say, okay, so I see the circumstances for what they are, what I have and what I don't have, what I need to have, understood. But still, Leo, to go and move forth from a place of open enthusiasm. Don't be bogged down by the mundane of what hasn't panned out so far, what hasn't, what you don't have right now. Because all of this can change, Leo, in an instant. All this can change, Leo, with a large enough gamble, a smart enough gamble. So think about that, Leo. In the energy that I have for you right now, I don't want you to be bogged down by practicalities, material things, Leo, that which you lack and that which you'd like to have. Leo, I like you to share your vision of what you expect tomorrow to be, what you want your future to be. And by doing that, Leo, by sharing that, Leo, doors and success are going to be open, Leo, by people who share, who want to go and see your vision, who want to help build out your reality. Because of what you want, Leo, they're going to want it too. Plenty of energies out there, Leo, that are there to dampen, are there to smother. You don't need to be part of that, Leo. Leo, be the fire. Be the fire, Leo, that pursues your most cherished dreams. Your deepest hopes. Because as long as you hold on to that, Leo, nothing is out of reach. And nothing, Leo, is impossible. Leo, I could say signs here, Leo, but this goes beyond signs. I'd like you to realize that. Energies, Leo, that are strong here. Well, Leo, we have very strong Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Sagittarius, followed by Aquarius, Gemini, Aries, and Capricorn. Strongest energy here, though, Libra, is your emotional hopes and dreams being the super fuel that charges the best qualities in you. The best qualities in you, Leo, that cause people to support you, to rally around you, to gravitate towards you. Anyway, Leo, if you appreciate my time and energy, do let me know. Give me a thumbs up. And until next time, bye-bye. Hello. So what's the question changes? Hello. Okay. You just want a general question, a general reading on your boyfriend. Do you have any specific question about your boyfriend? Is it, if you feel comfortable telling me, is it a current boyfriend, an ex-boyfriend, or perhaps, oh, okay. So you have a current boyfriend who is stoned all the time. That is a bit of a drag, I think. I think that's a bit of a drag. Well, first of all, I can say that how can you make him stop? Well, first of all, changes for anyone to dig down into drugs. He is you. What do you mean by he is me? He is yours and you love him? If there's anything else you want me to tell before I go in, I will into this reading. Okay. So, first of all, changes, I want to say that anybody who indulges in an excess of something, there's a flag there, there's a red flag. Something about the reality is highly unpleasant enough for someone to seek solace in a reality that they feel that doesn't affect them as intensely as sober life does. Maybe that was a long-winded way of saying there's something highly dissatisfying to your boyfriend for him to go and use drugs. He's seeking a way to gain control, to feel better, improve his self-esteem, and improve his own self-standing of worth. Right, because when he focuses on reality sober, he sees all the faults that are real issues within him. You know, he could see, for instance, that he is not as handsome as he would like to go and believe. People don't like him as much as he would like to believe. Maybe when he puts on his clothes, he does not look that good in his clothes. Maybe he looks good in his clothes, but maybe his figure is there, but maybe the quality of clothes that he has is not what he wants. The job is 2 kids by 2 women. I'm actually getting a picture of this man changes. Changes this man with 2 kids by 2 different women who are always stoned all the time. Changes, does this man tend to go around a little grungy? Maybe he has some piercings, maybe he has some tattoos. Well, there's many different words of marriage. Just like when people use fiancé interchangeably when there's no marriage date and no ring. But tell me, changes, is this the man who I'm seeing? He's a man who doesn't tend to dress up. He goes pretty much in casual clothes. Right? There's many different types of commitment. Anyway, we're deviating from the point. Changes, your question is about your boyfriend who is stoned all the time and he has 2 kids by 2 different women. You want to know the general status about him and how he feels about you. Is that correct, Changes? I mean, I could ask if you have any kids with him, how long you've been with him, but all that is superfluous, Changes. What do you want to know about him? There must be a question, Changes, that you want to know. Okay, Changes. I'm sorry, I have to laugh. Changes. Please just tell me your question. I'm glad you love him. Everybody needs love. Let me know your question. Do you want to know how this man, your boyfriend, who has 2 kids with 2 other women, how he feels about you, or just how he is towards you? What is the question? I don't need to know if he has a nice body, anything more than what you told me. I'm good. Just tell me your question. Do you think he will stay with you? Okay. And no worries, tell me how long you've been together or anything like that. The fact that you told me he does drugs, he's a drug user, and he has 2 women with 2 kids is all I need to know. Okay. Your boyfriend. So right now it's I think it's 2:10. So we're going to be doing this reading to oh, come on, Changes. You're pulling my leg, aren't you? You're pulling my leg. Come on, Changes. Changes. I would put this money for the reading on some jewelry for yourself. Go over to the salon and get your nails done. Changes. Changes. Now, don't get me wrong. We're in this Trump economy. I can use all the money I can get too. But I got 4 cats to feed. And 4 cats that go through litter every day. All right. This man who is around you, we'll just do a reading on him. Now I'm getting his name. Changes. Does his name start with an M? Is it a Matthew? A Mark? A Michael? Okay. Okay, so he's one of those M words. All right. This man of yours, this man around you, who, and please don't tell me anything more, seriously. At this point, it's not helping. Like the context, I don't need the context. I very much am excellent with past energy. I'm excellent with current energy. And I can see the trajectory of the future energy based upon right now. So please don't tell me anything more. Okay. This man, M. King of Wands with Four of Pentacles. Okay, where you want to stand. Fair enough. So this reading will go on till 2:33. All right. King of Wands with Four of Pentacles. Actually, I don't think this reading will take that long. King of Wands with Four of Pentacles. Here's a man who is looking to expand himself, perhaps expand himself past his means. He wants to increase what he has. He right now wants to go and gain as much as he can without necessarily spending anything in return. You know, it's kind of cheap. But you already said he's on welfare and a student, and he has 2 kids by 2 different women. Yeah, he's like tapped out. You know, he's tapped out financially, but he's not necessarily tapped out enthusiastically. You think most of those things would go and get a man down, especially in the classic interpretation of a man's role and a female's role. The man's role is to provide. Well, here's a man who isn't necessarily into providing changes. Here's a man into gaining. He's not going to give up anything that he has. He's going to try and give up as little as what he has, but he's all about accumulation. And he has a very high self-esteem about himself. He thinks nothing is going to stop him. He thinks he's on the upward trajectory as long as he pushes enough. If he insists upon it enough, then it will become so. Maybe that's true changes. I mean, he has 2 women who bore 2 kids for him while on welfare. I mean, you know, most women would say, I want a man who can provide for my child's college, right? Provide a roof over our heads. He's seeing how far he can get with you. He sees an opportunity there. He's put some thought into you. He sees no reason why he shouldn't go ahead and shoot his shot. He's very excited, very enthusiastic, doesn't intend to give anything up, thinks he can only gain from the association, and he's all willing to go and put in the superficial effort. He's not going to put any money, but he'll put up plenty of yak, and blab. Also seeing how much attention you give him. How much attention you give him will therefore allow him to calculate how good, is that the right word? How good his chances are. 6 of Pentacles. Well, since you said he was on welfare, you know, some of these cards, right, they have different types of meanings. One of the meanings of a 6 of Pentacles is giving and taking, is referring to charity. A little bit of charity energy here with an Ace of Wands. Again, seeing what he can get. How much can he get? How much can he get from his community around him? Also, too, how much of an impact his daughters, does he have daughters? His children open up for him. He said he had 2 children, right? Those 2 children are what he utilizes to go and improve the standing that he has, that he gives out in the world. His children are a part of his identity because his children add credibility, stability, maybe even he liked to imagine admiration to it. Anyway, I don't have to go and put the full reading on this changes. How he views you as an opportunity. He has an extremely high sense of self. He is not looking in the mirror properly, or when he does, he goes, I'm just great. And perfectly ready to go and get that baby mommy number 3. What's your next question? No. No, it's not. I think between a king of wands flanked by 4 pentacles and an emperor, that is lousy energy. That's great for you if, like, you had nothing to your name but your own ego, and that's what you use to go and push yourself aside, forward, then I would say bravo. But I think for you as a woman, you with a man like that, I think that is not good at all. No. You're with a man that basically has no worth, has no intention of sharing any worth with you, who thinks he's fantastic and the possibilities of the world are endless to him. That is, I'm sorry, a bad thing. If you were in that energy with like no sense to your name, beautiful, because that means that the whole world is a possibility for you. But for you dealing with a man like that, that means anything that has value, he's going to go after. And it also means that he overestimates his own worth far too much. I do not like it. So you just want to go and see now what is next for you in love? I can do that for you, changes. Because changes that I would avoid that person. I would very much avoid that person. Yeah, it's no good. And then, as I said, that man has an ego, an amazingly, like, I mean, where is he getting the ego from? I don't know. But he has an amazing sense of self, and it's completely out of place. That's actually freaky energy. You said the man is on welfare. There's a reason why he's on welfare, and it's not because the job economy is so bad. I don't know what it is, but there's something about his neurons and the reality and how everything syncs up. Maybe it's all the drugs that he takes. I mean, wouldn't be the first person to end up in that. Although, let me go and say, there are plenty of people who do have high-paying jobs, right? There are dentists, and there are doctors, and there are computer engineers, and there are school teachers. There are many different types of people, obviously, that take drugs, and plenty of them are employed, but there are also plenty of them that are not employed. And Both suck. To deal with one that is not even making any money, that's ridiculous. Anyway, I don't mean to rant, but that guy is full of baloney. Trying to separate these cards a little bit. So do you just want a general reading on love? As I said, that reading did not entail the full time that you booked. There's nothing more to gain from that. And if you want me to say something more about the 2 baby mommies and the kids that he has, in that energy, that's a man that acquires and doesn't share. Those wives, those relationships, he's not letting go of. Everything he puts his stamp on, he keeps. It adds to his fear of self-importance and his fear of what he acquired. All right. Okay, let's go and see. Let's go and see what's coming up for you in love. Okay. So I think I did say enough. Like, that thing is nuts. Let's see if there's anything else coming up. Anything else around you. I have Knight of Swords and I have Judgment. Well, very immediate energy. Also, too, time to take a stand. Someone's taking a stand. Someone is going to assert themselves. And opportunities coming your way. I do hope that's not that person coming in here. Okay, now I don't like this energy so much. I'm just going to tell you what I see. I don't know yet who this is referring to. But changes, I see somebody coming your way. This is going to be rather quick energy. The thing that I'm saying, I don't really know who this is or like it so much. Here is someone who's going to be approaching you. They're going to be approaching you kind of as rebound energy changes. They want to believe that they can move on with their lives, that the whole, it's sort of the same energy as that other thing. They want to move on with their lives. They want to prove that there is more avenues open to them, right? They want to rebuild their ego. Maybe it's rebuilding your ego. I don't know. Somebody wants to rebuild their ego and this energy changes. The way that they want to rebuild that energy, well, you know, they had a connection. They had someone who they liked, and that fell apart. They fell apart, so they're on the rebound energy to go and see who can they go and get to be with. Who can they go and get to be with? Also, too, in this energy, it's like we have declarations being made. Do you like me? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Get away. Where is it? It's very frantic energy, not really well thought out energy, but it is timely energy changes. Anyway, Judgment. I have a 10 of Swords. Page of Swords. Definitely lines are being drawn. Borders are being established. What someone is comfortable with, what someone isn't comfortable with. Also, too, communicating that. And a Two of Wands. All of a sudden, I got a headache. Changes. A splitting headache. Changes in this energy. It could be a little bit of time before you meet your next person, or maybe you yourself have been single for a very long time before having anyone to approach you. Anyone changes who wanted to be a family with you, wanted to grow with you, wanted to have happiness with you, wanted to make your days brighter. Changes. And Judgment here with Ten of Swords, Page of Swords, Two of Wands. It's time for something to come out into the open. Changes. You know, the time of limbo. Changes is passing for you. Changes, again, I'm not quite sure who this energy refers to. And plus changes, we're almost out of time. But what I do have overall changes, regardless if this is you or someone who is going to approach you. Well, I have a conversation coming your way. I definitely have borders being drawn. You know, this is like the final chapters, something that has been sort of lingering, now being closed. Maybe in this energy changes, you could finally be meeting the person who you've been waiting for. Maybe changes, there has been a person around in your energy who is going to symbolize the actual close of this current era, this current situation, and bring in a new one. But in this energy, it's very, what's the word? Not proactive. It's like an in-your-face energy, but I forgot the word for it right now. Not quite confrontational, but it's a word around in your face and confrontational. You know, here's someone who has a declaration to make. They have been waiting for that declaration for a while. This is also to go and see how you react to it, how they react to it. But, you know, expectations are going to be communicated, wants are going to be communicated, and a new development, something wished for, something wanted is going to be communicated. And I got two cards here, full moon and physical security. Well, that's a little cryptic. We do have a few more minutes on this for you. Definitely is going to communicate what it is somebody wants. Could be you communicating your wants and needs. Could be someone coming to you and doing the same. One could say in this energy change is exactly where you are is where you're supposed to be. Exactly where you are is because what is happening is happening. Location, location, location. Okay, so changes in a reading for love for you. What I have is a warning. Changes, you should be very clear, very firm, very careful with your boundaries with people who are around you. There are people, changes who are around you and they are not good. Changes, they see opportunity with you, changes, and something about the earth that you're on, the location that you're on. It's not good, changes. Time for you to go, changes. Very insecure where you are, changes. Lots of nasties where you are, changes. Protect yourself, changes. Now is not a time for love, changes. Now's a time to protect yourself. It's my reading for you, changes. Does anybody else want a reading? I am here. Hello. Yes, I see. All right. Yes, Cher, I see your question. Let's see. All right. Eight of Wands with 10 of Cups. Lower that in the background. 10 of Cups with, well, Eight of Wands is the main message. There's some changes coming to your household, the people who you're around, your routine. Fresh air is coming your way. Something healthier is coming your way. What you'd like. Is coming your way, not here yet, on its way in motion. Nine of Wands, something you've been waiting for a period of time. Oops. Let's see. What you've been waiting for, who you've been waiting for on its way to you. Perhaps more than you bargained for. Perhaps more intensely than you wanted it. Perhaps very controlling in this energy, very controlling. The force necessarily not to be ignored. We have some strong Sagittarius energy in here, strong Gemini energy in here, followed by some Aries and some Capricorn. I want that card. Someone pushy is coming your way. The devil gets a little added context of being selfish. 9 of Wands. Difficult to disengage yourself in or from. And that Page of Pentacles. Something long lasting. Something with a deep attraction. That's what I see coming up. For you. In regards to your question.